All right, let's dive right in, shall we? Breaking point. Episode 5 of Squid Game Season 2. It's intense, and that title, man, it's not messing around. Last time, we saw Gi-hun back in the games. But something's different. He's not just playing to survive this time.
It's really interesting how this season flips the whole survival thing on its head. Gi-hun, he won. He got out, tasted freedom, and he comes back. Why? That note at the beginning, not everyone is who they seem. Trust no one. It's like a warning. Maybe he's already in danger.
Someone's messing with the players' heads, for sure. You can feel it in those scenes in the dorm. Everyone's looking over their shoulder, whispering. So much tension. It's like waiting for a bomb to go off.
And that tension, it's all part of the plan, right? The game designers, they know what they're doing. A simple maze wouldn't cut it for Season 2. So we get Maze of Shadows, a game that messes with you physically and mentally.
Maze of Shadows. Okay, just saying it out loud is creepy. But how does this game actually work? What are we talking about here?
Well, from the summary, it sounds like it's broken up into 3 phases, each one designed to target a different weakness. First, there's the plank dilemma. It's brutal. It really makes you think about trust and taking risks. Imagine you're on this narrow platform, high in the air, you have no idea if it's strong enough to hold you, and you see people ahead of you falling because they made the wrong choice. Do you go it alone? Or do you try to work together knowing that some people won't make it?
Gosh, that's a terrifying decision.
Yeah.
Every step you take, you'd be second-guessing yourself. Who do you trust? Yourself. That's what they say, right? But here, even trusting yourself might not be enough.
It might not be, and that's just the first part. Those who make it through the plank dilemma, they move on to the hidden traps section of the maze. Imagine arrows shooting out, platforms tilting, constant danger. You have to think fast, be aware of your surroundings, stay calm, or you're out.
Talk about stressful. But didn't the summary mention something about patterns in the hidden traps? Like there's some kind of logic to it?
Right. One of the players, Rami, he picks up on it. He says something like, these patterns, they're not random. They want us to think, not panic. It's almost like they're giving the players a chance, a tiny bit of hope, if they can keep their cool and pay attention.
So there's strategy involved.
Yeah.
Problem solving, not just dumb luck. That's really interesting, especially when you consider the whole theme of the show. Control. Manipulation.
Exactly. It makes you think about how much control the players actually have, or if they even have any at all. Are they really making choices, or are they being manipulated?
Okay, so we've got the pressure of the plank dilemma, the chaos of the hidden traps. What's the last part of this maze of shadows?
The final countdown. This is where it all comes down to the wire. Imagine a clock ticking down, players racing to the center of the maze, knowing only a few can survive. The pressure is insane. Alliances break down. People will do anything to make it, even betray the people they thought they could trust.
It sounds like it really brings out the worst in people. That's what's so scary about these games. They force you to face the darkest parts of yourself.
And in all that chaos, you see this huge contrast between Gi-hun and Hae-jin. Gi-hun, he's surrounded by all this ruthlessness, but he still tries to help others. He risks his own life to help Mr. Park, one of the weaker players. It shows you that he's still fighting to hold on to his humanity.
Yeah, he's caught between the need to survive and his own sense of right and wrong. Makes you wonder if you can even do both in a situation like that.
It does. And then you have Hae-jin. We saw her last season. She was tough, but now she's all about surviving, no matter what. She pushes people out of her way, tricks others to get what she wants, even betrays someone she was working with. It's chilling how quickly she throws away any kind of compassion.
It's scary, but she's such a fascinating character. You could easily say she's a villain, but there's this part of her, this drive she has, that's almost, I don't know, admirable. Doesn't make what she does okay, but it makes her more interesting than just a bad guy.
Definitely. She shows what happens when ambition goes too far, when you're willing to sacrifice anything, even yourself, to get what you want. It makes you wonder, in a game this messed up, what does winning even mean?
That's a good question. At what point does survival stop being worth it?
That's something each player has to figure out for themselves, and their answers tell you everything about who they really are.
So Gi-hun and Hae-jin,
Yeah.
they come out of the maze of shadows completely different. What about the others? How are they holding up after a game like that?
Well, the show doesn't sugarcoat things. People die. And those who are left, you see the toll it's taking on them, the fear, the desperation. It's like they're losing hope. The games, they're designed to turn people against each other. Trust is a weakness.
It's disturbing, really. It's like the goal isn't just to eliminate players, it's to break them, to make them doubt everything. And even when they escape the maze, the torture doesn't stop, right?
Not at all. Back in the dorm, the tension is even worse. They're exhausted, traumatized. Not enough food or water, cramped space. People are on edge. It's a recipe for disaster.
And the game designers, they planned it that way, didn't they? They want the players to turn on each other.
Classic strategy. Create scarcity, make people suspicious of each other, and watch them tear themselves apart. It's like a reflection of the real world, isn't it? Those in power, they benefit when everyone else is fighting amongst themselves.
And in the middle of all this, Heijin, she's doing great. Actually using the situation to get what she wants. Manipulating everyone.
She's good at it, that's for sure. Taking advantage of everyone else's weakness. We see her talking to Rami, planting seeds of doubt about Gi-hun. Do you really know who you're following? She asks. She knows how to get under people's skin and use their insecurities against them.
It's like she's playing a whole different game, a game of information and perception.
And she's winning! But she's not the only one playing that game. Remember that first note Gi-hun found? Well, just as things are about to boil over in the dorm, he finds another one. Even more ominous this time.
Okay, now you have to tell me, what does it say?
The next game will test your soul. Be ready to lose more than just your life. It's a threat, plain and simple. The stakes are higher now. It's not just about surviving physically anymore.
Wow, that's heavy. Someone's watching them, controlling them, playing with their lives. But who?
That's the big mystery. The episode ends with that question hanging in the air. It's unsettling. You know there's something bigger going on, forces you don't understand. And just when you think it can't get any more intense, we get that final scene.
Don't leave me hanging. What happens? Who is it?
Heijin, meeting with someone. In a dark corner of the dorm, you can't see their faces clearly, can't hear everything they're saying. But it's obvious they're up to something.
So Heijin has a secret partner. Someone she's working with. That changes everything. Who could it be? Someone working with the front man. Someone who wants revenge. Another player trying to mess things up from the inside.
So many possibilities. And that's why that ending is so good. It makes you think, who's really in control here? We're left with more questions than answers.
This episode was masterfully done. Kept you guessing the whole time. I need to know what happens next.
It really played with our expectations. It's anyone's guess who to trust or what's going to happen.
Man, that ending. Heijin meeting with someone. It's a lot to take in. This whole episode felt like a pressure cooker, building and building until it finally blew up in that last scene.
Yeah, and it's really smart how the episode ties the psychological stuff happening in the games to something bigger going on behind the scenes. Like there are these layers of manipulation, each one more messed up than the last.
It's like a game within a game. Even the people in control, maybe they're being played too. And Gi-hun, he's stuck right in the middle of it, getting those weird messages that are like warnings, but also kind of pushing him towards something dangerous.
Those notes are really interesting. The first one, not everyone is who they seem, trust no one. It pops up right when Gi-hun starts connecting with the other players, almost like whoever sent it knew that trusting people would be his downfall.
And it worked, right? He starts doubting everyone, looking for hidden motives. It isolates him, makes him easier to manipulate.
Exactly. It's a tactic, you see it all the time. Create distrust in a group, and they'll turn on each other. That's what the games do, too. They reward betrayal and punish cooperation.
And then that second note, right when things are super tense in the dorm, the next game will test your soul. Be ready to lose more than just your life. That's a straight-up threat. Things are going to get even darker.
Yeah, it takes the stakes to another level. It's not just about surviving anymore. It's about staying human when everything is pushing you to do terrible things.
Do you think those notes are from someone trying to help Gi-hun? Or are they trying to lead him into a trap?
It's a tough one. Maybe someone's genuinely worried about him. They see the danger and they're trying to warn him. But it could also be a way to manipulate him, to break him, or use him for something. Who knows?
It's like we're watching a science experiment almost.
Yeah.
The players are the subjects, and someone's controlling everything, watching how they react.
Which brings us back to that final scene, Heijin and that mystery person. We don't see much, but it's all very secretive. Hidden faces, hushed voices. It feels like a shady deal, and it could change everything.
The camera focuses on her face, and it's hard to read. She's determined, but also kind of scared, like she made a deal with the devil. But what did she give up?
That's the question, right? Is she just trying to win the games, or is it something darker? Could this be connected to those notes? Is she a pawn? Or is she the one in control? We just don't know.
I have so many questions. Every time we get a little bit of information, it just opens up more mysteries. This season is wild. You never know who to trust or what's going to happen next.
Speaking of trust, those little glimpses we get of the front man throughout the episode are interesting too. He's watching the players like they're bugs under a microscope, studying them. That line he said earlier, hope is the coolest weapon, it takes on a whole new meaning now.
Yeah, it's like he wants them to have hope just so he can take it away and break them even more.
Exactly. It's a sick form of entertainment. The VIPs that get off on the players' suffering.
This episode was really dark. It shows you the worst of what people are capable of, both the players and the people running the games.
It makes you think about power, control, what people are willing to do to get what they want. It's not just a show, it's a commentary on society. Our obsession with winning, with manipulating people, with taking advantage of the weak.
This whole thing is like a puzzle box, and we only have a few pieces. We're starting to see a bigger picture, but there's still so much we don't know.
We've just scratched the surface. There's so much more to explore, to analyze. That's what makes these deep dives so great. You know, you get to really dig into the details, the hidden meanings.
We've covered a lot of ground already, but we haven't even talked about all the strategies used in the maze of shadows, the alliances that formed and broke, or how this episode messed with Gi-hun emotionally.
Yeah, there's so much more to unpack. This episode was full of layers, really thought-provoking stuff, and that's what makes these deep dives so interesting.
Well, I think we need a minute to catch our breath and think about everything we've talked about before we move on. Phew! Okay. I think I'm finally starting to wrap my head around all that. We've talked about the psychological games, the secret messages, the alliances. It's a lot.
Definitely a lot to unpack. But before we finish up, we should probably talk a little more about the Maze of Shadows itself. We mentioned the three parts, the plank dilemma, the hidden traps, and the final countdown. But we didn't really get into the specifics of how they worked.
Yeah, you're right. We kind of skimmed over the actual gameplay. I'm curious to hear what you think, especially since you said each part was designed to exploit a different weakness.
Right, so let's start with the plank dilemma. It's not just about being physically strong and balanced, it's about trust and knowing when to take a risk. Players have to decide, do they trust their gut? Or do they trust the people in front of them? And every time someone falls, the pressure gets worse. It makes them face their own fears and how easily human connection can break down.
It's almost like a social experiment, disguised as a game. You see some people trying to work together, while others are just pushing and shoving, just trying to save themselves.
Exactly. It shows you a lot about who they are, how they deal with stress, and what they really believe about other people.
What about the hidden traps? We talked about the patterns, how you have to stay calm and pay attention. What were they really testing there?
The hidden traps are all about sensory overload. You have to react quickly, adjust to sudden changes, and ignore distractions. They're testing how aware you are of your surroundings, your reflexes, your ability to think clearly when things are crazy, and the fact that there are patterns, that it's not all random, well, that adds another level to it.
So it's like they're rewarding the players who can stay calm and think logically, even when everything around them is chaotic.
Exactly. And that's a useful skill, not just in the games, but in life, too. Being able to find order in chaos, see patterns when things are confusing, that can help you deal with difficult situations and make better decisions.
And then there's the final countdown. That's got to be where all the pressure and stress from the game really comes to a head.
It does. It's a race against time. Everyone's desperate to survive. Alliances fall apart. People forget about loyalty and compassion. It's all about me now. And the ticking clock just makes it even more intense.
You see people making choices, some good, some not so good, some really awful. It shows you what people will do when they're terrified and desperate. A reminder of what we're all capable of, I guess.
And through all of that, you see Gi-hun still trying to be a good person. He tries to do the right thing, even when it puts him in danger. He helps Mr. Park. He shows compassion. But you can see he's starting to lose hope.
It's got to be tough. He's seeing the worst of humanity. It would make anyone question everything.
It would. But even when things are really dark for him, you can see he hasn't given up completely. He still believes in something better. That's what makes him different from the others.
That's what makes you root for him, even when he makes mistakes, even when he doubts himself.
And that's why this season is so much more than just about these awful games. It's about what it means to be human, about hope and despair.
So where does all this leave us? What have we learned from this deep dive?
Well, I think this episode has shown us that surviving isn't just about staying alive physically. It's about staying true to yourself. It's a test of your values, your beliefs, your soul. Even in the worst situations, we still have the power to choose who we want to be, what we believe in, and what we're willing to sacrifice.
And as viewers, we're left feeling uneasy. We know the games aren't over. Someone's still pulling the strings. Gehun's journey is far from finished.
We've solved a few pieces of the puzzle, but there are still so many questions. Who's Haejin working with? Who's sending those notes? What's the front man gonna do next?
This episode definitely leaves you wanting more. I can't wait to see what happens next, what choices are made, and what the truth behind these games really is.
And that's what makes a good story, right? It keeps you guessing, makes you think, and stays with you long after it's over.
Absolutely. This has been a really insightful deep dive. I feel like I understand the episode, the characters, and the whole show much better now.
It's been great talking about all this with you. And to everyone listening, we want to hear from you. What are your thoughts? What are your theories? Share them with us. We're just as hooked on this show as you are.
Until next time, stay curious, keep thinking, and remember, the games are always watching.